Yeah, everybody wants the fame. That's
Give
why
us
they
a name.
come to
Give us a
us.
name real quick.
Of who?
I'm just playing.
Do you think that's something that either you got it or you don't, as far as fame goes? Like, no matter how bad you want it, like if you just don't got that,
you
just want to be
get there.
If anybody could, if you get on TV and radio, it could happen like that.
Same like
you know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's,
That 15 seconds
it could be
comes quick.
strategic.
Yeah.
And the lasting of it is the key. Is it gonna last?
Fuego, 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 fuego.
Welcome back to His Ear for Music, where the culture talks and the vision behind it gets heard. I'm your host, JC Kidd, and that's my co-host.
Big Age.
What's good, my guy?
What's happening, man?
Hey, look, man, today we're talking about something every artist, entrepreneur, and creator needs to understand: public relations. Talent can get people to notice you, but your reputation, relationships, and branding can help build a lasting career. Joining us today is Leslie Tops, founder of the Tops PR firm. She has helped artists, entrepreneurs, and influencers build their brands and expand their reach through public relations, branding, and media exposure. Leslie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, we got to have you.
Course,
You know what I'm saying? So, look, Leslie, before the Tops PR firm, what was Leslie Tops? Take us back to the beginning. Tell us how you got started in entertainment.
Okay, the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my father was a musician and a singer.
Okay.
And my mother was a songwriter and a singer.
Mm.
And he was also a Baptist preacher, and he made me play the piano and the organ. So I started piano at 6 and the organ at 9.
Okay.
And then he saw somebody playing the saxophone at this church, and he was like, I want you to do that. You're going to do that.
So you can get down on the saxophone, like
I'm not going to lie. I went to a
like
ghetto.
Lisa Simpson. Like you can get
Listen. I went to a ghetto high school. They stole my saxophone. I didn't care.
Wow.
You know,
See?
I was in high school. I played in the band.
People,
Still in
They
saxophones.
still is. I don't even have it anymore, but I did learn how to play it in the band.
Right.
Nice.
And that was cool. So fast forward to college, I went to the University of Memphis, and I ended up getting an internship at a radio station. Shout out to Hot 107.1 in
Shout out
Memphis.
to them.
And then I was doing music production. I was
Okay.
writing songs and doing like music and stuff like that in the studio. But I was like, I want to take this more serious. I want to make it like a career. I want to work with major labels. That was my idea. So I said, let me move to Atlanta. I hear it's popping out there in Atlanta. So I did that, and I was volunteering with ASCAP.
Okay.
And I ran into this girl, and she was asking all these questions. We were at a venue, ASCAP, Women in Music or something like that, some event. And I said, what do you do? And she was like, I'm a publicist. I said, okay. And she gave me her card. And I said, you know what? If I take this job, I'm going to be so busy. So I waited a little bit, ended up emailing her. And then I found out she didn't work there anymore. But the managing partner responded and said she needed an assistant.
Okay.
And so I found out that job was actually in Jermaine Dupri's studio, Southside. And I said, oh, this is perfect. And it started there.
Did you ever get to work with JD? Ever?
Well, he was one of the clients. So
okay,
they wanted me to write his bio. She was like, nobody can get this bio right. Can you take a stab at this bio? So, of course, I would see him at the studio, Monica, OMG Girls. People
Shout out to
coming
Monica.
Through there.
Yeah.
See
So-
her a lot
Yeah,
of
so many
patchwork.
people.
So you mentioned that you started off writing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you still do, or you do that on the side, or that's just?
Yeah, I don't do it where like I'm in the studio all the time. I wish, PR was very lucrative in starting a business and stuff like that. And like the grind with songwriting and music production is just different. You know what I mean? So I still do it, but not like on a regular basis.
So what made you want to make public relations a career that you wanted to build?
Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. Like, I used to walk around saying, "Yeah, I'm a songwriter," and this, and that, and people were like, "Oh, okay." But when I would tell them I'm a publicist, they were like, "Oh, really? I need your contact information." And da 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 da. I just was like, "Okay." But then it also another thing, like I said, becoming a business owner.
Okay.
I was able to do that through public relations.
Nice,
Because
nice.
this is a great city for stuff like that, especially with entertainment. That was my field.
Right.
Do you think it's like a whole different world now with technology versus maybe when you first started?
With music or
Like everything, being a publicist in the music industry, just with, social media and just all these different outlets, is it a whole different world when you dive into it now? Are you like, bro, what the Like,
Well, it's interesting because like I come from the era like when Facebook, you had to have a college email address to even get on Facebook.
Right.
Right.
So I was like one of the first. I had that at the time. So I was like one of the first ones on Facebook. So social media has definitely evolved, and I just feel like it's to me a bit even easier. Like when I used to have to send like these long emails or whatever the case may be, these pitches. Now you can DM somebody and they like, let's work.
right.
You know, I like
that's
that.
true. Nah,
You
nah,
work smarter,
that's
not
true,
harder.
right.
And
That
so
part.
you got to take advantage of
Yeah.
technology. That's why I be trying to tell a lot of the OGs, like, bro, you like running from it. Like, you need to be running towards it.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's taking over whether you know, technology is going to go. You know, you just get left behind. But
Right.
Man, I'm glad you picked this, Leslie.
Did I pick
Yeah,
that?
this pineapple.
it's
Did I-
good.
I
Yeah, it's
picked
good.
it.
I can barely
you
even
picked
taste
this,
it.
but yeah, mixed with the cranberry and the pineapple. You
That's
already
for
got
sure.
pineapple.
You can't taste it, though. You
I
still
know.
getting drunk.
I'm
so
sorry.
That's why I got it down.
I just had to say that. So a lot of people hear the word publicist, right? But one really know what one does. Break it down
Yeah.
for us.
Well, a publicist, one of the main jobs that I would say is they need to have relationships to be
Okay.
able to plug people in. One of the main things that people hire me for is to plug them in with the media.
Okay.
So there may be somebody like want to get on your podcast and be like, oh, we'd love to work with them and you know do an interview. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's set that up. I'm emailing you, I'm texting
Right.
you, hey, hook me up.
Okay.
And so same thing with any type of news, radio, magazines, anything like that. But what we do is even more extensive and kind of agency but we can help people with their online branding. We work with public speakers, get them speaking engagements. And we also help to make sure that their administrative piece, because I've done a lot of different things. I've worked for under CEOs. I worked in retail.
Right.
I've done waitressing when I was in college. And so I just feel like everything that I've done, I like put it all together and then
Okay.
I started the business.
Right.
I was able to, even accounting.
There's good in everything you do. That's why I've been
Right.
telling my kids, like my teenagers, like even the jobs you really hate right now, still work hard and give it your all because, you know, you're building for your future, you know. So when you get into a good situation, you already going to have them good habits of, you know, working hard and going for what you want. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you a question. And Mike, so when a client comes to you, do they typically know like what they're getting into? Do they really know what a publicist is, or is it like they just hear the word and they just say, I need a publicist? You know what I mean? Because some people just, I got a publicist. You ain't even doing nothing. What you need a publicist for? So I mean, it's
like
like
a manager.
Yeah. And I was gonna get to that. Like, what's the
Yeah.
difference between a manager and a publicist?
Yeah.
It does sound a lot like manager.
Right.
Like what
Yeah.
you're
It's people
telling
like, I got a
me.
publicist, and
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, you know.
So you're a manager.
It's a form of management, but I would say 80% of people really don't know what a
Right.
publicist is. And I try
Exactly.
to tell people, like, even when you're talking about your budget and getting things together, you know, you want to have an idea. So I do spend time. I used to just do these consultations all the time.
Right.
Now I say, okay, look, fill out this form and we're going to figure out how long you want and
Right.
let me get something from it. Meaning they pay me to do consultations now.
Right.
But
Like they should.
right, that's right.
If
You
you're
know,
not
it's my
investing in your
time.
craft and your talent, then
Yeah.
you're not doing nothing. So yeah, you gotta.
Absolutely.
That's a big service.
Yeah,
'cause, you know,
yeah.
Right.
And so I think it's a form of management. It's just what I'm managing.
Right.
So, so I'm managing the media schedule. I'm managing that type of itinerary. We also do events and stuff like that too.
Right.
If they look at my website, they can see all the different services that we offer. But it's just what we're managing. So it is a form of management. We just happen to be managing the publicity of someone. So like if you were to write a book or put out an album,
Right.
then we would help to navigate that to get that out to the public.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Lots of ways to do that.
Right.
Right.
Right. So what's the typical day look like for a publicist, or a typical day look like for you as a as a
Yeah.
publicist?
Yeah, I've learned to create boundaries.
Okay.
I prefer not to take meetings on Mondays.
Why Mondays?
That's your sacred day off. Like
I
no
thought you were
matter
gonna.
what,
I thought she
take
was
a
gonna
Monday
say
off.
Sunday.
Sunday's a big one too. That a lot of
I know,
people because of
yeah.
church and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Well, if you want me to be totally honest, you know, between Friday, Saturday,
Right.
Sunday, and Monday, but on Monday,
But hold on,
that's
look,
my time.
Not to cut you off, I got a little story. I'm gonna get to my little Fat Joe moment.
Okay.
But you're familiar with Rico Brooks, right?
Uh-uh.
Okay, Rico Brooks. He used to work with Block. You know, but anyway, he manages producers and
Okay.
writers anyway. So I remember I was working with an artist, and I hit him up, and it was on a Sunday.
Right.
And that man hit me up and said, I don't do business on a Sunday. I was like,
Yeah.
But I had to respect that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just had to say that.
No, that makes sense.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
if they're
But-
serious about that, then you
No,
know
he-
they working out
Nah,
here.
he was
So
dead.
you
No, he
think,
was
you
dead
know,
ass.
it's like-
But I did follow
Like you're
up.
lucky he picked up because a lot won't even pick up the phone
Right.
because most
Yeah.
people know like don't call me on that
But
day.
really,
Yeah.
knowing me, you know, sometimes I could be like,
Right.
what the what? You know what I mean? But I said, hold on, I
damn.
gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, yo, I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to put some money in your
Exactly,
pocket,
right.
man. What
Yeah,
you
but
talking about, bro?
nah, the money gonna come. But
Right,
I
right.
did follow up, you know, the next day. But anyway, go back to it. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry about that.
No, that makes sense because even office hours, you know, on the 5 Heartbeats
Right.
when they say he had office
Yeah.
hours, the same
Whoa,
thing.
you seen the 5 heartbeats when he
You
said
ain't
it's about
seen
a,
it? You ain't
Oh
seen it?
yeah, for
you
sure.
seen it?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even office hours, but for me, Mondays, I'm trying to get the week together. So I may have certain things I want to do. I don't want to spend my time taking phone calls because I need to do things on the computer.
Right.
So it's full of computer work, phone calls, Zoom
Okay.
meetings
Right,
these
right.
days. You know, I get a lot of referrals, which is good.
That's dope.
Instagram, sometimes people reach out on Instagram, and so it's really busy.
Where do you do most of your business? Like, is it email still? Like, is that where you conduct most of your business for your
Yeah.
services?
Yeah, 'cause I
Email
mean,
still, like over social media?
Well, if it needs to be emailed, I tell my team, I'm like, okay, when it comes to communication, let's kind of break this down.
Okay.
If it's urgent, call me. If it's something quick, like text,
Right.
you know. If it needs to be documented, email it, or if it's a picture, something like that.
That makes sense.
You know, yeah, because I'm like, listen,
Excel.
I'm only
Right.
one person.
Right,
yeah.
There's a lot of people. So, but yeah, I think that emails definitely you have to email, especially with like news and stuff like that. They want to see a formal like press release or something.
Right.
You
Information.
can't sign contracts
Yeah.
and stuff like that still either, like on Instagram and Facebook. So
You know, yeah.
there's certain things you
Yeah.
just be stupid to talk on, like if you can't, you know, move forward doing the business that you need to do.
And you have to
Right.
have a clear mind, like really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it's only 24 hours in a day. You got other stuff you have to attend to, you know what I mean? And just dealing with people, like you said, some people they want it now because everybody, you know, thinks they're entitled. But so just dealing with that. So at what point do you think a artist should hire a publicist?
I think an artist, a music artist, should hire a publicist when they're really serious, because we also offer just straight consultation. Like let's say if they don't know anything and they're asking questions they want to know, they
You
can
can
hire
point
us
them
for
into
that.
the right direction,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
during the consultation.
So
That's why
when you-
those are important.
So when you say when they're serious, how do you know when they're serious?
Well, it's sometimes people just don't know what to do. So again, I know you're serious if you're going to, like you said, invest into your career. I know
Right.
you're serious.
What's
then.
some major red flags? Like when you
Yeah, like,
meet
what's
somebody,
the-
like you automatically know that they ain't about like
If they ain't
just-
trying to spend on themselves?
They're not trying to
That's
spend no money.
one.
If they ain't trying to
Yeah.
invest in themselves? Yeah.
If they're like if they're trying to bargain with you, like for just your initial rate for the
I
consultation,
wouldn't say
you're like,
bargain, but because everybody's going to always trying to get a lower cut. But if you're not trying to just do nothing or just, you know, invest $1, you know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody
Just-
got to hustle.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
Exactly.
cool. I'm a hustler too, so
Yeah.
I understand that.
Right.
But, you know, it's
I mean,
interesting.
time is money though. Like you're
That's
leaving your
exactly,
house,
damn
getting
right.
up, getting
Yeah.
dressed.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you gotta do research on the person that you're
Yeah.
gonna do, because you're not finna just show up and not
Right.
know
Right.
what's going on. You feel me? So
Yeah, and there's a time frame to it. You know, sometimes if it's not a rush project or an event or something, I may have a couple of weeks to do the research.
Right.
Right.
But that's after they make the deposit. I'm not going to start
Right.
researching
What?
before
Right.
they make that
Yeah.
deposit.
Listen.
I don't
That-
blame
That's
you.
what I don't have time for.
Listen,
Facts.
that deposit, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Yep, it does.
That changes the whole conversation.
Yeah.
It's a relief for both parties, really. Even if
Exactly.
you don't
Right.
want to spend the money, but spending it, you're like, okay.
But like
it's
she said,
definitely
that's how
gonna
you know
happen.
when. That's how you know when they're serious. If you're gonna
Right.
put your money, you know what I mean. You're gonna follow back, unless you're just an idiot. Just
I don't
giving
even
some
know
free
if I would
money.
want to work with somebody who didn't
Exactly, wanna
charge.
invest in
Like it
themselves.
just would be
Exactly,
kind of
right,
weird.
yeah.
Like you're just doing free work
Yeah.
for everybody. Like what's the
Exactly,
catch?
right,
Like
yeah.
But when you
what's
say,
the secret cameras in this room? Like what's
Right.
going on? Like
Yeah.
this would
Yeah.
feel off, you know?
I wanted to hit what you said when you said red flags, because, you know, that's interesting. For me, I'm a communicator.
Right.
So if a person doesn't know or unsure, I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
And it's hard for me to just say a red flag, but I will know if something isn't working based on the communication, you know.
Right.
And sometimes when I'm working with companies, I'm thinking, okay, is this the teamwork effort? Because the teamwork is going to make it even higher.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's people arguing, there's drama, and just like there's no
Ooh, you just hit
communication. You're saying
something.
that there's no communication within the people that you're working with. You're like, man, this ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like these folks
Man,
can't even
it doesn't
talk
make
to
sense.
each other.
Yeah,
You pulling my heartstrings.
Right.
I'm dealing with that right now.
now you really
Damn,
wasting my
that
time.
sucks.
Yeah,
That
y'all
sucks.
not even communicating. You know what I mean? So it's not
Right.
gonna get anywhere, right?
Yeah, and I'm just like in the crossfire.
Exactly,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Oh
yeah,
my
it's just-
goodness.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, yeah.
Exactly.
I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Consultations. JC does consultations. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah.
every bit of what I know about that comes from him doing,
Okay.
his consultations. So.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to be serious because time is money. I tell them that all the time. You know what I mean? Especially if you're calling me, that means you know what I'm saying? And I don't mind, but I'm not just going to give you all this, information because like
These resources.
Because a
Gotta
lot
pay
of
for
them,
these
a lot of them
resources,
don't
bro.
even use the resources.
They don't use it, right.
I'm trying
And
to give,
really,
I'm trying to
if
give
they
you the knowledge.
and they weren't as lazy than a
Right.
lot of people are, then they probably could go out and if they did enough research, be able to
Or be
answer
a-
some of their own questions.
or
you
be
know?
a little further. You know
right,
what I mean?
right. So obviously you
right.
can't do that. And
Yeah.
you need me, so you need to damn pay me.
what should a artist already have together before reaching out to you or to a publicist?
Well, typically you want to have a project. You want to have something that you're going to release. Now, again,
Okay.
the consultation piece, yes, you can
Right.
hire us for that as well.
Okay.
But you want to get with the publicist when you're ready to release something. Is that the album, a single, an EP, a video,
Right.
or something? You got a new movie coming out, that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So we work with actors, film and TV, music
Right.
industry, and then public speakers.
Yeah, that's
What
dope.
lane do you do the most business in? Is it music, like
Well, at first it was acting.
cinema?
Well, at first it was film and TV because
Okay.
when I was working with the cast from If Loving You Is Wrong, that's one of Tyler Perry's
Okay,
shows.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Atlanta
nice.
loves celebrities,
Right,
and that's when I
right,
really
right.
I was already
Yeah.
doing stuff, but then it was like, so a lot of those. But right now I'm working with in the music industry and then public speakers. Like this
Okay,
one
that's
girl,
dope.
she's actually in Texas. She wants to be, she wants a reality TV show. So I'm like,
Okay.
okay. And she's like, oh, let's contact these people. But we're still working together.
Right.
She wanted me to contact somebody who's on reality TV already.
Okay.
And now we're meeting and they're about to do something on social media. But
Mm.
I didn't know what a woman
I
was.
think I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I need to do some business with you too
Let's
because
go.
I got some scripts I done conjured up on chat. It's
Yeah.
pretty fire.
chat.
I'm gonna let you. We're gonna
Okay.
talk. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk because I
That's
might
dope.
need some of your services.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, let's go.
for sure.
What's the biggest mistake an artist or it could be an entrepreneur or anyone make before they call you? What's the biggest mistake?
I would say, this is perfect. Doing something without
Preemptive.
it's almost like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes people come to me to pitch like maybe a reality TV show, but they've already shot everything or like they've done certain things that they would need my opinion for.
Right.
Okay.
So like the editing or the
Right.
look or the photos, like get with me first
Right.
and then let's do this together. And
Gotcha.
then because whatever I'm pitching, that also reflects me
Right.
and my team and my
Right.
company.
Because you got to protect your brand.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's
So
a
they
good
come.
question.
So they come to you. Thank you. They come to you with all these ideas and stuff, and they already think they have it figured out, or they already have it figured out, but they want your expertise.
Well, they want me to pitch them.
Yeah, but they're still,
but
they're
the
still coming,
product-
but they're still coming to you for your
Yeah.
expertise, though.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're calling you.
Absolutely.
Right. So, but I get what you're saying.
What
because,
percentage of the work would you prefer them having done? Like
Yeah.
calling you.
It depends on what it is. Like
Right.
if you're pitching, if you want to pitch a TV show and you're not working with like a seasoned person or somebody who does this, then you want to get with me first. Now if you're working with somebody professional already, then you're gonna be cool. Like music is different because like
Right.
I feel like the creator, that's their baby. They should, have the say so in what comes out. But of course, you got to get with the right person that's gonna mix and master it. It's got to sound good. It's got to be registered and that sort of
okay.
thing. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
you know that shit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you got that, then we want to let's talk about a release.
right.
And let's do put a game plan
Right.
together, a rollout game plan
Right.
together before you just put it out.
Yeah.
Don't put it out and then call me.
Because now it makes sense because I'm glad you spoke on that because if they already done got it mixed and mastered, got the song registered,
Yeah.
but went to patchwork, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got
Patchwork.
it-
Shout out Patchwork.
Exactly.
It makes you want to look
Right,
like, damn, man, they're investing all this work and time in their craft.
Exactly.
Let me
So
see what's going on with these.
exactly.
With these
So that's
kids
when
right
you
now.
know, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They're serious about their music and their
Right.
sound. So let's take it to the next level. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Facts,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Yeah. So look, everybody talks about branding these days, right? What does having a brand actually mean?
a brand, having the right brand and how you move with that brand is gonna mean your success or your failure. And there's so many different ways to do things now. And you don't want to be gimmicky, but at the same time, you want to be authentic.
Right.
And just like when you talk about creating a fan base, and
Right.
then you nurture that fan base and let them be the ones to tell other people.
Right.
So your brand, from like your logo, the font, the pictures,
Right.
the imaging, the video, the edits, all that matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Can like branding help someone stand out even if they're not like a big artist yet? Like,
Yeah, when you say stand out, I think that it can help cultivate the publicity, because, for instance, like hiring somebody like me to help
Right.
put you in rooms or get you noticed to people that you don't really know who's who are,
Right.
you can't contact. So that's where you would want to start it.
right.
So do you have brands that you won't work with, like that, like are just like non-negotiable, like things like that, or are you like, yo, if you're paying, it's look, we doing whatever it
doing
is.
whatever,
There's
right.
nothing's off the table.
Right.
I mean, if you pay the right dollars,
Right.
or there,
Well-
are you like, there's certain lanes, like
Yeah.
what you see on Instagram
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that, like that you're
That's
just like, nah.
that's a really good question, because honestly, somebody just reached out to me not too long ago, and they wanted help with some type of what's the right word? It was something dealing with I don't want to say criminal, but it was something with the guy was in jail,
Gotcha.
so his team was reaching out. That is not my lane, but I listened to them, and it's ironic that because I know so many different people. I was like, okay, so I reached out to some people. I was like, do you know a lawyer? Oh yeah, hook up with this person. So I was like, okay, let's see. But it didn't really move, and it was okay. That's not really my lane. So I will say this: I'll have a conversation. I will.
But you
We'll have a
still
conversation.
learn from
Yeah.
those situations, even if
Absolutely.
it doesn't, end up being successful. There's things you can take from that
Right.
and build on with your next,
Right.
next move.
So when you were in Tennessee, you said, right?
At Memphis, yeah.
Memphis. So when you came to Atlanta, like, did you just see this vision? Like, okay, because it's like everyone. I don't know who gave it the name Black Hollywood, but that's the name they call it. Did you see it? Did you see that?
What
Because
it is, pretty
because when you
much.
think about a publicist,
Mhm.
you think California, you
Mhm.
think New York,
Right.
right?
Major
Mhm.
cities.
Major cities, right? So,
Mhm.
but Atlanta has evolved,
Mhm.
quite as kept, not even quite as kept. They always filming out here,
Yeah.
right? So it's just not like glamorized, like
Big movies and
Big
stuff
movies
now,
and
bro.
stuff
You,
like
like
that.
you never know where you're gonna see them shooting.
right.
Yeah, that's
So when you first came here, because obviously it's working, you already had it like, okay, this is the place. Like, even though you could fly back and forth to New York, but like, because all the studios are out here, so
Yeah.
if you're dealing with music, you got to come out
Yeah.
here. Now film is big out here, so now a lot of the actors are coming out here. Sports, we got the Hawks, the Braves, whatever. So it's like, okay, did you already see that? Like, because
Mm-hmm. Well, when I first came out here, it was more on the music tip. Shout out to DJ Era.
All right.
He's on tour with, I think, Lil Jon right now.
Oh, nice,
but
nice.
And he,
Right.
he took
It's
me
good
under
to
his
see
wing.
Lil Jon still working right now with
Yeah, it
everything
is.
he's going through. Too.
Yeah.
Lil Jon
Yeah.
is dope. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so, but what happened was, I was like, let me assist
Right.
you. Listen, I was out here getting it. I'm like, whatever I need to do to meet whoever I need to meet. So it was, I mean, I found myself in DTP studios. I found myself.
Shout out to Shaka. That's my
seeing,
guy.
yeah, Rock City,
Rock
the
City.
big duo.
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah,
songwriter.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
they actually came to the studio and I saw you the other day.
Shout out to
One of them
Tehran.
did, one of them did.
Yeah.
And I was around everybody,
Right,
like
right.
everybody. So I thought that was really dope. Now the
So not to cut you off. When
Go
were you
ahead.
around the DTP days? Like,
what'd you say?
when were you around?
Well, it was some songwriting camp that I
Okay.
heard about. So this was like 2012.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you used to
Yeah.
go up to the office. Like, you've been to the office. Like,
But this, I don't know if it's the same spot. It was not far from Howard Mill.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Exactly. My guy. Shout out to Ken Bailey. He was the
Yeah.
A&R over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Shaka. He used to always give me meetings when I
That's
used
dope.
to back in the CD era. Yeah. Shaka's a good one.
I haven't met Shaka, but I remember hearing about him and all the Ludacris music.
very
you know?
humble man. Very
Yeah.
humble man. And shout out to my guy JP over there too. That's Ludacris's road manager.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, go back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so the music thing is when I first got out here, but again, working with that company, 135th Street Agency, I was definitely involved with and saw what you would think would be Black Hollywood because I was all around it. I mean, they were all, especially all the urban networks. That's what we were focused on, like BT, TV1, and all that. And so I was right in the middle of all that here. Yeah.
What would you say the second best city outside of Atlanta would be for, you know, people of color to work?
That's dope.
Like, you know, a lot of business that's starting to boom, like a city that's like on the rise. You say Memphis?
I know that's what.
Like Memphis has got a lot of history.
Yeah, it has a lot of history. A
lot of history. Memphis, you know what I'm saying?
Like Stax Records and BB King and Al Green. And shout out Willie Mitchell Studios too. That was really cool with his granddaughter. And that was my Drake connect. So when Drake would come out here to Atlanta, I was like with them.
Right. Said it who?
Drake, the singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think his dad's from Memphis, right?
I used to work with his dad.
That's dope.
Exactly. I used to work with his dad.
Oh yeah, he's a big Drake fan.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm not like I'm not a stan.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's just as much as he is.
Close to
You know
it.
what I mean,
No,
not
close
really.
to it.
Not
Close
really.
to it.
Listen
Close to it.
to anybody, and it's funny because Kendrick's actually always above Drake, but whatever.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like
It was more just. I mean, we ain't gonna get into all that.
It's like it's like a Will and Jada thing. They call it an entanglement.
Man.
He's an entanglement with
I'm just keeping it real about the whole beef
with Kendrick and Drake.
That's it.
That's what it is. He's like an entanglement.
Because I fuck with both.
Yeah,
you know, I'm coming from a non-bias. Because like I said, man, I've been listening to Kendrick since he first came out, since the Section 80 days, since before I was, you know, listening to Drake. So, but you know,
you see how he, you see it, touch the nerve right there.
Man,
but that's my guy right there. That's my guy in the game. But look, but that's dope. You worked with his dad and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, see, I had to throw that in because he had threw me off for the question I was supposed to ask already. He had skipped over it, but it's all good.
Did I?
Yeah,
I guess that was just off.
Because you was talking about how social media changed the public, you know, but that was supposed to be later on. But it's all good.
Oh,
you know
damn.
Yeah, we like to do that on a show. Call it out. We didn't have to do that, but check it out. But listen, can one bad post really affect someone's career?
When you say bad, elaborate.
I mean, like,
maybe controversy.
Yeah, something like they shouldn't have just.
What's an example?
I think so, because once somebody has an image of you etched in their mind, it's pretty hard, you know. So if you know somebody from going around, and because there's a lot of people that no matter how much Charleston White says,
but he's
if you listen between the lines, there's people that's never going to like
let's exclude him because he
all right. So
a bad post.
He knows what he's doing. So let me explain maybe a little bit. Like what I'm saying, like okay, a post that as soon as you post it, 30 minutes you're apologizing.
Like a political post or something.
You know what I'm saying? Them type of posts. As soon as you post it,
and you try to delete it.
30 minutes, it's already out there. Yeah, but you try to apologize quick. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, we gotta give people grace. The internet doesn't give grace a lot. They don't know nothing about that, and so
because you don't know who's behind that computer.
You don't
know who's behind that phone. You know what I mean? And everybody has. Once you put it out there, everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, everybody got an opinion.
Because no one knows your business unless you put it out there.
Well, it's a public social media, so if you're posting it, then you're posting it for people to see. Right. Yeah. No matter what you say to try to work around that, like you want to be seen because you're posting it.
But is it that one post like? Or you want to just you typing right now? You or you might have caught it online. Nah, you shouldn't have said that.
Right.
They didn't reach out to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way. We call that damage control.
Okay.
So there's a way. You know,
that's where PRs come into play.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all take that down right now, right?
Depending on what it is, who it is, just let time kind of.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay, because that could just ruin your whole career, right?
It could. Yeah.
Yeah. Do people underestimate how important their online image is?
Well, I don't know what percentage. I think people are really like insecure to the instance where they want things to be perfect. And they may not
gratification too, man.
And they may not be knowledgeable about what does online branding look like, what's good.
Right.
But
they're still working.
Yeah, they want it. They want it.
Right. Yeah. So, they want it easy though.
Yeah.
They want to try to take every easy avenue.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing this on social media, you don't see the hard work. You feel me? So they just want it like right then. You're like, bro, it's not the way it works.
Yeah.
It don't work like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to still work.
So when you say they want it, do you think sometimes they want the fame, or they didn't really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Have you worked with a lot of people that want that?
Oh yeah, everybody wants the fame. That's
Give
why
us a
they come
name.
to
Give us
us.
a name real quick.
Of who?
Do you think that's something that either you got it or you don't, as far as fame goes? Like, no matter how bad you want it, like if you just don't got that,
you
just want to be
get there.
If anybody could, if you get on TV and radio, it could happen like that.
Fame like
you know what I
that,
mean?
yeah, that's true.
It's,
That 15 seconds
it's gonna be
comes quick.
strategic.
Yeah.
And the lasting of it is the key. Is it gonna last?
Right.
But it shouldn't change your get to the bag, but it shouldn't change your character or your person.
The way you move,
who you are.
know,
Yeah,
and
like you can still whatever, but like just still be the same. You know what I mean?
It's hard to be the same when you become famous, and a lot of reasons. One thing I learned,
How?
because sometimes you don't know behind the scenes. You don't know how people really feel about their relationship with their label or their management or their contracts and stuff like that. You really don't know, and so some people can come off really hard.
But I'm talking about as
They've
far
been
as
hurt.
your character.
Yeah, that could change too,
Then
depending on the situation, the
then that-
environment.
then that was always you then. Because money
Some-
shouldn't. I'm talking about as
something
far as
that's
your
always been
character,
in you.
your person. You see what I'm saying? Like if you were still that lovable person, if you were still that thug person, however you were. Money
Sometimes
shouldn't
it makes
change that.
people turn cold because it's like,
It
damn,
shouldn't- it
like
shouldn't change your
I'm now
personality.
realizing
Right.
now that I got money that I really don't got.
Yeah,
any
man, that's
friends, 'cause
cool.
That's the only
That's
time
cool.
people
You
hit
ain't
me
got
up
no
for
That's
friends.
cool.
money,
You
like,
you may want to buy a house and buy a car, but I'm talking about as far as your morals, your principles. That shouldn't change, is what I'm saying. No matter how much
It could
money,
be damaged.
no matter how much money you get,
That's true. But it could
because
be
people be out
damaged.
here looking crazy, like for real. Like now, I gotta say this. And this is going off top. Like shout out to Little Kim. Like
Okay.
yo, I love Little
Yeah.
Kim. Like
Kibu,
Little,
shout out Kibu.
but
I can't believe that in the last. I know which picture you talked. The last one they just showed. I can't
Listen,
believe. I think that's AI a little bit.
I don't know. I looked at it.
She
but-
never looks as bad when you see her performing like on stage.
Listen,
now,
shout out,
like,
I love Little Kim, but I'm like,
That was crazy.
I thought
There's
it was.
no way.
I thought it was LaToya Jackson at first.
Well, you know, they say she
I'm not
was-
even trying
her
to be
face- She had
funny.
to get her face fixed because her
Seriously?
ex had
Oh.
pummeled her face so bad that where she had to get like her nose
Okay,
Oh, wow.
okay, that's
reconstructed.
different then.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because we all
I didn't know
thought
that.
from the
See?
outside looking in, she just wanted
No,
to
because-
make those alterations.
No, because-
not even knowing. So
No, because I thought
that's
it was
crazy.
No, 'cause
I
thought
just found that out.
No, because I was really. I thought I was bugging. You know, I was high. I'm like, let me go. I'm like, damn.
That was the craziest
no,
picture.
No, I'm tripping. I'm like, damn. Looking at my complexion, I'm like, damn, she was dark. How do you get like? So
All
I
that
didn't
shit
know.
be
I didn't know how
AI.
you transfer from dark. But anyway, I'm sorry. It's just some shit.
Well, they talked
that-
about Michael Jackson too.
right. Yeah,
Man,
but
don't get me started on Michael Jackson because
Yeah, so,
we give him
yeah.
a pass.
Right,
But
yeah.
I really.
So,
It's
right.
just because the music is so great. You know what I mean? Anybody else
Yeah.
doesn't get a pass, but we give MJ, you know.
Nah, but
he died a white man, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like he didn't
shout
die
out
a
to
black man.
Shout out to Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? One of the
She's
best.
crazy.
One of the best in the game. One of the best in the game. So you worked around celebrities, influencers, and major events. What's something people don't realize? What happens behind the scenes?
It's a lot of work. I think even people who want to work in
Mm-hmm.
the industry, like with us, they see the camera and the lights and the red carpet and the celebrities, and they don't understand the work that you have to put in.
Yeah, they just want
and
that.
it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
They get too comfortable. You think?
I mean, who?
like people that you bring in them to like, is that like a issue? You know, like
I don't know if they get comfortable. I don't let them get comfortable. It's like when you come in, it's time to work. I think
Right.
they have a misperception about what the reality of the business is
Right.
and working behind the scenes
Right.
is. And then working with people,
Right.
everybody is not easy to work with just because
Right.
they're a celebrity. You know?
And do you deal with it like you don't have to say any names, but like people who are just like, oh my God, I'm aging, or they're just so, they're into the Botox, they're into the,
Mhm.
they just want to, they're just not. I call it insecure, but that's just my personal opinion, and I call it not being happy with yourself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people, God created you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He didn't
it's
want
not that easy for some people though. That got like
I get it.
trauma and
Right.
a lot of women dealing with
Right.
a lot of trauma.
But if
It's
God-
like-
Yeah, women. You talking about women?
women and men. Because if God wanted
Yeah.
you, no, 'cause if we'll talk about women first. If God wanted a woman to have, excuse my French, a big fat ass, then He would have made you to have a big fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
But what makes them want that though?
the woman?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they see other women,
Mhm.
right, and the other women are getting that attention,
Mhm.
so they feel they're not they're being overlooked. So to me, that's not being happy with yourself, because there is a man out there that likes you for who you are. But you know what I'm saying? And not to be biased, it comes with men. Some men, I just say it, are scared, like, to let it go. Their hairlines, you know what I'm saying? They're scared. Like, hey, look, I don't care. I'm 51, so I'm great.
You look good.
But thank you. But some men are out there. They want to get the Beijing. They want to get the whole, just, you know what I mean? It's cool for a picture or something, but like.
The average person in America is millennial age too, though.
Yeah.
So that's almost like people in their 40s is supposed to have it. So everybody in their 40s is, aging and shit. Right?
But no, it's cool. Everybody's going to age at some point. But what I'm saying is, you got to be happy with yourself. Right. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. Self-care
my
is
whole
important.
thing is, be healthy.
Love yourself.
Right.
Because these days you're hearing about women who are losing their lives over getting these procedures.
Right.
You see Ariana Grande, man? That shit is so weird to me. Every time I see a picture of her, like, she's like thin? Skin and bones, bro. Like,
but why?
Why?
That's what I'm saying. I think everybody's, they're saying Ozempic.
They say it's
like an epidemic right now with that shit, though. Yeah. Like, so I wonder what that's doing to people long term. Because when shit comes out and it's like a big thing, it's like a rush and everybody's doing it. That shit always kind of like, I'm like, yo, like, y'all don't know if like long term that shit's gonna be giving everybody cancer. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's weird, bro.
It is weird, and I didn't really mean to go off topic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but no, we good. But we're still on topic, but I just want more people, and I know you're dealing with that because you deal with a lot of celebrities. It's just like, I know sometimes you go home because we're human. Like, for real, it's like, God damn, she ain't have to do all that. Like, her chin was good. Her nose was straight. You know what I mean?
It's like, really what you
know what I'm saying?
It's like, really whatever you want to do. And that's
right.
That's
and there's nothing wrong with
if
that.
If you want to get work, you want to enhance something that you haven't liked, then do it. Like, it's your body. Like,
but some be going too far. God,
to us, but in their head, they like shit.
No.
They like it. So I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's the person that's doing it. If they like it, if they fuck with it, then it really don't.
No, you're right. But you know what I mean, though. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, the shit. Yeah, I mean,
you know. So without naming any names, what's one of the biggest challenges you had to face or had to handle as a publicist?
I feel like people, it could be me. I could maybe explain it better, but it really depends on the situation. You have to give certain things time. If you don't give it enough time, you're not going to see results, depending on what it is. And so I'm in this situation now where we're promoting this artist, and she's starting to get this buzz.
Right. Not to cut you off, you didn't take a drink yet?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. Yeah, you want me to take some?
No, I'm just making sure.
I had to actually slow down a little bit. If you see, I've been over here working on this a little bit.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
like, damn, bro.
Once I get going sometimes, but it's all good. I'm sorry.
My word's starting to get low.
Y'all a mess.
You going to see me using one eye over here.
Nah, he's
I'll take a couple more. I'm a lightweight, man.
It's good. That's
good.
good.
It's good.
I must be smoking.
I'm sorry,
man.
but go ahead back. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What was I saying? I forgot the question.
And I was asking you, like, what's one of the biggest challenges you have to handle as as a publicist?
So working with people and them understanding the time, because it could be different things. Like, you may have some people that don't really have a budget, and so when they say, I want a publicist and we're going to do this 3-month agreement, I don't know what's going on with people's finances. All I know is what's on paper. I do paperwork all across the board.
I know that's right.
And so if you don't give it time, you're not going to see the results that you need, depending on what it is.
Gotcha.
And so, like, if it's an event or something, or if there's a hard deadline, that's one thing.
Okay.
But if we're really working on your brand, let's do that for real. I mean, you're going to see the best if we work and work and work for a year, 6 months, 3 months maybe. But really, I really want to understand these days, like, what are your expectations, and let's be realistic about it. Right. That way, let's have a conversation up front and then go from there. But sometimes I deal with people who they don't get it.
Right.
So how much
percentage though?
So how much should somebody expect to have to pay for, like, like, do you charge monthly, or is it like per, like, whatever you need? So like what is somebody going to have to put to aside if they're really trying to get serious about their career?
And I'm pretty sure
for a publicist.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure every situation is different.
Gonna be different.
Yeah, because some people just want to just come to you like, I got this. Yeah. They just want to, you know what I mean?
So what is it?
But
like
she
monthly?
may not do it like
that. Is that how you
yeah.
charge? Is it like a monthly thing? You just you pay a month and you
like
just see results every month.
Retainer.
And I want people to understand, I do work with
budgets.
People who are. I do work with budgets. That's good. I work with people who are not celebrities too. The people who are, so I work with both. But it really depends. And I tell people, it is, my company.
Right.
I really look at it like everything belongs to God. I'm just the manager.
But you have
I don't have
employees.
a, I don't, yeah, and I
Yeah,
don't
you
have, I
have
don't
a
have a
team,
board.
shit.
So if
Right.
if I really like what somebody's doing and I believe in it, then I work with them.
Now, do you have
But
a
most
team?
people don't know their budget.
Right. Do you have a team behind you? To
Yeah,
help?
yeah. So
Okay.
we have interns, we have PR coordinators, we have people that help with events
Nice,
that can
nice.
kind
So
of
people
go
could
out
call
with
an
me.
intern at your company.
yeah, all
like
the time.
college
Hey, listen,
students and stuff like that?
listen.
Yeah.
Man.
That's dope.
Did you look over the notes?
Yeah, I did. I already know.
She
I
has
already
a
know. Yeah.
firm.
Oh,
You gotta let the
Leslie
people know
Top
though. That's what I'm trying
firm.
to. I'm trying to.
they didn't see the notes, did they? They didn't see the
Right.
notes.
People want to know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People need to know this.
Yeah,
like,
she has a whole
because there's
prerogative.
people out there that don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm just messing with
I gotta
you,
pay.
bro.
Yeah. Because it's. I mean, it's money.
Right,
like you
right.
gotta
Yeah.
pay. And I know somebody that charges people
Right.
$700 a month. But
Okay.
he's fire at the shit. Like he will have
For
your-
PR?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess like I don't know if it's PR, but
It's
they
not.
handle all
It's
your
not.
promotions on social media.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
It's
you know
not.
things like that. It's fine.
No,
Something like that though.
It's not. It's not.
But hey,
But-
they.
I mean,
get
it's a
money.
side hustle the person got. I mean, I don't know, but it's not a PR.
Social media branding.
This is
huge.
This is a PR.
Yeah.
That's why she's on the show. But no shade to your people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
shit.
saying
But,
it ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, but as long as they're getting the job done, it could be more like a consultant. You know what I
And
mean?
people pay.
Because people
Yeah.
always ask what a consultant is. You
Yeah.
know? Consultant, you're paying someone for their expertise.
Yep, yep.
You know what I mean?
If that brand is getting
Right.
with the algorithms, if somebody
Exactly.
knows algorithms and they
Right.
can like strategically put
Right.
your shit where you can never imagine it being, then like
They're doing their
that's
job.
worth it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right, they're doing
It
their
is
job.
worth it.
we're all moving towards currency and paying. Everything is online,
Exactly.
and through, Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. So
Yep.
Nah, you're right, Age.
yeah.
So, have you ever had to help someone protect or rebuild their public image?
Rebuild. I'm trying to think. I've been doing this so long.
You ain't gonna give
The
us-
company will be 10 years.
You ain't gonna
next
give us
year.
no name, huh?
Oh, I gotta think about it.
I'm just-
Remember,
you gotta give
you
us
know what
no
I mean?
name. Nah,
But
we
I'm
don't-
like, I'm trying to think.
I'm just messing with you.
I don't know. A lot of people, like I say, they come to us when they're getting ready to release something. I feel like there could be one example, but over the span of 10 plus years, I can't think off the top of my head. But a lot of people they want something rather than trying to fix something. I remember when Gary with the T, shout out Gary with the T,
Jerry,
with the Smiley
okay.
Morning Show.
On B103?
He's on
Yeah, with the Brat, with the Brat and also,
now.
yeah,
It used to be
yeah.
Hot 107.9,
Yeah,
but now
yeah,
they
Gary with the T,
classic.
Be on Fox, don't it?
Shout out to Radio 1.
What's
Huh?
you talking about the show they have
They
like
used
with
to
the Brad?
Yeah,
Dish
he's on
Nation.
Dish Nation.
They
yeah,
did
yeah,
have that, yeah.
Gary
I used to
T is
see it
funny.
on at
on
the gym
radio.
all the time when I used to, when I was
yeah,
at the
yeah.
gym, I used to always see it, playing.
Gary's so plugged, and
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
he'll say, "Oh, call this person," and I help him with bookings and stuff
Right.
now.
I seen that. So
yeah.
are you still you're currently working with him now?
Oh yeah.
Right, that's
whatever,
dope.
whatever Gary needs,
That's
you know what I
dope.
mean.
That's dope.
So I remember one time he just called me out of the blue. Guess who was
Right.
on the phone? Lamar Odom. And at the time,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like stuff like that
Oh,
happens.
that's crazy.
You know,
Right,
and
right.
it was a situation, and I think they were trying to do some damage control, but there was somebody he was
So
dating
it was
at
post
the time.
Kardashian? Or are we talking pre Kardashian?
No,
After that?
yeah, it was after because he was
after.
dating somebody else. It was
Gotcha.
it was a situation. This was like some years ago.
Gotcha.
The situation that was going on that
Right.
they wanted damage control.
I think I know what you're talking about. The ranch, the stuff that happened.
I-
Everybody know
wait,
what
wait,
happened.
was that-
That
yeah,
it was
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It wasn't that.
yeah.
It
Oh,
was
wasn't that one? Damn.
Well,
I
it
mean,
wasn't that.
let's be real.
Oh,
He's
oh.
a wild boy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they wanted me to
He's
work
been
with
fighting demons.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be clear.
Yeah, but he's dope at hoop there, but he's a wild boy though.
Well, I
Yeah,
do
I'm
want to
sorry.
be clear though. It wasn't for him. It
Right.
was for the girl he was dating at the time.
Okay.
okay.
Right. Shout out to Lamar Odom. Though.
Yeah, shout out.
Lamar Odom was
It's a
dope.
beast out there with the Lakers,
Oh,
bro. Those
man,
rings
yes,
with Kobe,
yes,
bro.
yes,
He had some good years out
But
there.
off the court, he's a different animal. But shout out to Lamar Odom. So, but you did have a chance. So he was one of your clients.
You're not listening.
I'm
It
sorry.
was somebody that knew her, knew him. It was
It
his
was the
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
No,
His
no,
girlfriend
no,
who
no,
needed
no,
the help.
No, I am listening. So I have, but what I'm saying is, did he eventually become your client?
No, it
No,
wasn't.
no.
It,
Okay,
it wasn't
okay,
like that.
okay.
I mean, long story short,
Okay.
she didn't realize. Well, she thought that she was gonna make money off of getting interviews. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
At least not on that level.
I mean, did she
Beyonce
do anything?
maybe.
Like, who was she?
She was his girlfriend at the time. So
Oh.
it was
She
something
wasn't
going
famous?
on. For dating him, I think.
She wanted to do interviews about what though? Like,
I
what
don't
was she?
remember.
Being?
I don't remember
tried
that.
to
It was a
get out of
while.
you.
I don't remember. If I remember that, I tell you.
He tried to
I'm
get
They're
out.
not
what-
dating anymore.
What do you want people to interview about?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, it was something going on at the
that's
time.
your Lamar Odom's girlfriend? Like,
But
Over
this
there
goes back to
interrogating
the,
you.
a day in the life of Lamar's girlfriend? Like, I don't.
Well, it goes back to the question you asked about me rebranding somebody or something. That's what I could think of.
Yeah.
Pretty much, she was like, "Yo, how can I milk
I need to
this
get
situation?
I need to get it. Yeah.
With Lamar Odom right now, like,
And turn some things around.
Right. Yeah. Let me get some,
So at the end of the day, did you end up working
some camera.
No, because she thought that she was going to get paid off the interviews. It don't work that way.
Gotcha.
You got to pay for the interviews when you're coming up.
That part.
People don't know that. I didn't know that either
dope.
before I, came in the music industry.
In a situation like that, because you didn't take her as a client, and I think, of course, that was a great decision, because you think that would have kind of like damaged your brand a little bit. Because at the time, Lamar Odom is who he is. Then you have this woman, whatever she's claiming, you know what I mean? And you're up here, you know what I mean? You don't think that would have...
Well, a lot of times I'm behind the scenes.
Right.
So,
but people behind the scenes, though, still, whisper and talk, right?
That's true, but I don't really get publicized like the
So it was like
clients
some
do.
tell-all type shit. Like, hey, I'll do the interviews because, like you said, he's so wild. So you show me, give me the money, and I'll give you some crazy tea type shit.
No, because even when she came to the studio, right, and and then she told me when she was a PR, I already knew. But some people, say they're a publicist and all that. You be like, okay, yeah, whatever. They just got different packages. Shit, people I know already. Shit, I'm a publicist then. I could get you on this platform, that's not a publicist, what I'm saying? So I knew you were serious, you know what I mean? But you're low key. Then I looked at the, I was doing my research, like, damn, she working with Drummer Boy. She working with this.
Shout out Drummer Boy.
Who was it? I don't want to say name. Is it something Star or actress or like, I forgot her name. It's I don't know if it's an actress or.
Who, Jasmine Burke?
Yeah, Jasmine Burke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Jasmine Burke.
She's shout out to Jasmine. She's a good friend.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, okay, okay,
Yeah.
So she's doing some things, and that's what we. I wanted you on the show to
Thank you.
really explain that to people, because people always ask me. I'm like, look, I'm not a publicist, you know what I mean. But now that I got a show, I'm gonna bring a publicist on here so she can explain, or he can explain what a publicist, is. You know what I'm saying? So, look, so are there any artists or entrepreneurs or brands you're working with right now that we should be looking out for? You brought one by the studio the other day.
Oh yeah, shout out Drea Dominique.
Okay, shout out to her. We got to get her on the show too.
Oh yeah,
she
rap.
She's in mine. She sings.
I just
like okay.
I checked her out a little bit. She's dope. I just like her whole presence when she came.
She recorded that patch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's how I met her.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's really dope. I love her personality. She's in Miami though, so when she's back down
she
here,
moved back to Miami.
She moved from California to Miami.
Right.
So she's from New York, and she grew up in California, and then she moved to Miami for a career.
Right. What brought her up here to Atlanta? Music? Like the industry?
She just dropped a project.
Oh, okay,
so she was out here promoting.
We also could do it via remote too.
Oh, cool.
If she's down for that.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? Shoot, we could do it that. That'd be our first one. We ain't done it yet. What you think about that, Age?
That'd be dope.
Set it up.
That'd be
What
dope.
you think about that, Chubbs? Yeah, we could do that.
Make that happen.
We make it work. Ain't no excuse. We make it work.
2026. That shit there is like
yeah.
Dope.
Done.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
When you're deciding whether you want to represent someone, what qualities do you look for?
I first look at personality, so I can know how to move.
Because y'all got to be on the same page, right?
Yeah.
You can't have nobody just like, okay, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you got. Like, you too much.
Yeah,
you know
the thing about it is communications. I would just say I'm somewhat of an expert with that. So it's not necessarily the personality I can deal with it or not. I need to know how to move with it. So I'm looking at that.
Not to cut you off, because you speak very well.
Thank you.
You speak very well. Yeah.
My first time on radio, I was probably like 8 or 9.
Oh, word?
I was the narrator for this Mahalia Jackson thing. Somebody approached my mom about.
Oh,
we
for
did
real?
it.
That's dope.
I never knew I'd get into radio. Like, that was crazy how things
No,
happen.
no, you have the radio voice.
Oh,
you have
thank
the
you.
You have the radio voice as well.
Yeah, so I look at that, and then from there, just really, I'm big on communication. I want to make sure I can give you a status report. You need to know what's going on.
Right.
On my end, we're working, and we're results driven.
Right.
So anytime somebody feel like, and this is very rare, but if somebody was to come and say, I don't feel like there was results, I'm like, well, how can we make this right? What do I need to do?
Right.
To make to get what you're looking for, if it's realistic,
Right.
So if somebody had like a fire script to like a reality show, like you would be able to get that script in the right hands.
It's crazy because even right now, I know, right?
He tried to pitch his script.
Let's go.
Just say that. Let's just go.
Yeah. I was just and for other people too. That's trying to Like, you know, because that's really what,
right.
you know, because we all go
I
to
love
chat,
that.
and
Listen,
that's what,
hey,
you know.
a closed mouth doesn't get
Right,
fed.
right.
That
Closed
part.
mouth doesn't get fed.
Right.
I'm here for it. I'm here
Right.
for it. But
Plus, the
honestly,
viewers want to know too. You know,
they
Yeah.
want to
plus the
know.
viewers
They
wanna
want to know.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to them. And just recently, I would say since the early part of the year, I was working with a producer who put out a reality TV show that's on Tubi.
Okay.
And then
Shout out to
so we
Tubi.
did like
Shout
a
out
whole
to Tubi,
shout
yeah,
out to
for
Tubi,
real.
yeah.
They giving a lot of people
Yeah.
chances,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
It's pretty
just-
much ball in your court. If you can produce
If you
something
can do
that
it.
people fuck with,
I kind of got discouraged at first because I watched one.
Tubi's the truth, bro. It's
Yeah,
underrated.
but I see
even for
something
the
on-
older movies and
Dude,
shit like
I
that.
see something on Tubi like the dude shot
Like
the
a
dude.
Tubi original.
No, I don't know what it was, but the dude shot at the dude, right?
Yeah.
The dude didn't fall. Like, he just.
Yo, them shits be
It was
some of them
like-
shits be funny as fuck, bro.
It was like, okay, he just got
It'd be
shot.
so
Like,
fucking just
whatever I watch it,
outlandish.
you know what I mean?
Like they'll just
Right.
do some crazy ass
yeah.
shit.
But shout out to Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi. I mean, but if you could produce a product, bro, like they'll give you a shot. They're like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. So I wonder what you got to do. So you would be able. If somebody had you got people at Tubi
So
that you'd be able to like reach
Well,
out and
it's the
touch. Like, hey, I
network.
got something
Right,
that's
the
gonna
the
really
networks.
get rich.
But to your point, I guess what I was trying to say is some of my recent clients, that's what they were doing.
Right.
And so what happens is I'm getting these contacts that I typically wouldn't have if I wasn't working with this particular client.
Gotcha.
So for instance, if somebody new came to me with a script, I've got like 10 people on speed dial that are like either
Right.
showrunners or
Right.
they have some type of connection and
That's dope.
they do it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
It's all about
But I didn't
relation-
have last
Nah,
year.
that's all. It's all about
You
relationships.
work with
That
any
relationship.
influencers?
Yeah.
Influencers out here? Because man,
Yeah.
if you know a lot of things I see, I'm like, yo, that's Atlanta right there. Like a lot of
Yeah.
influencers
Oh,
are
yeah,
out here
yeah,
in
yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't realize
it's out here. It's just-
most of them,
Yeah.
like Robbie and
was
all
just
them. You
at the
know, who Robbie
studio.
is.
Yeah,
He
of
be at the
course.
studio at
Yeah.
Patchwork. Yeah,
Come on,
like,
Robbie's been around.
I'm like, yo, that's damn
Right,
Edgewood.
right,
Or that's
right.
over there. That's Atlantic Station.
Right.
Right.
So look,
Do you work with any influencers or any?
I can't think of any off the top of my head, only because with the influencers, when you talk about like media,
Right.
they some of them like work in media,
In
and they
media, right.
they produce their own stuff,
Right,
and so
exactly.
it's like a
right. They don't
kind of a
rally.
conflict
Yeah, it's
with
kind of that
Right.
makes sense.
But I would.
right.
If I could do
Things
something
are
to
like
help 'em.
not as scripted, right?
Right.
What they do, like it's
Right.
pretty much just following
That's
them
gonna
around.
that's gonna come across your table.
Yeah.
So look, Miss Tops, can I say that, Miss Tops?
You can say it. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna switch gears up for a minute and do something a little different.
Okay.
Big
This
Age,
is something new right here.
Yeah, Big Age, take it away.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick PR reality check. Pretty much, we're gonna read statements, and you let us know if they're fact or fiction.
Okay.
All right,
You're gonna read
So,
them all.
I'm gonna read them. Yeah, I'm gonna read them.
Yeah, you're gonna
Okay.
read
All right, so I'm gonna start with any publicity is good publicity, fact or fiction.
I would say fact.
Fact. All right, all
Why
right.
not?
Why not?
All right. So that ties into what you were saying. So even if it was bad, whatever you posted, if everybody saw it,
If you
in
know
a
how-
way, that's good.
If you know
for
how to
your
do
career.
proper damage control, it could be, again, depending on what you're promoting.
Gotcha.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean?
Right. Okay. All right. So next one, you need 1 million followers before you need a publicist.
False. Fiction.
Right.
Definitely
Smoke
fiction.
and mirrors, right?
That means everybody's got to pretty much be established before they, could.
I wouldn't
ever
say
do
that.
it. That
Definitely
means
not.
nobody starts from the bottom because a lot of these people start from the
Right.
bottom without 1 million followers.
Right.
Right. It's documented, like you said. Everything on the internet you can go back and see.
Right.
Yeah, so that's definitely I would say too. Like
yeah.
fiction.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So talent alone is enough to build a successful career. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction.
Yeah. A lot of talented people. And I used to hear all the time, either you have a lot of talent and no budget, or you got a big budget and no talent. And so you need a mixture. You need a team. You know, you
Right.
gotta
That's
have
only
some things
part
together.
of the
Yeah.
the whole pie is the talent. Kind of really a small
That
part
makes
too,
sense.
because you can have all the talent in the world,
Right.
and if you don't have a team and just
Yeah, man.
work
Yeah,
at it,
nobody knows.
you'll die with that talent. Like
Yeah.
nobody ever hearing
Right.
about it. So
Like Jordan,
Right.
Jordan was the
happens.
talent, but he had a team.
When we see
Somebody
it-
had to pass on the ball.
we see
You
it
know
at the
what I'm saying?
studio because I've worked with hundreds
Yeah.
of artists. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's usually the same thing with all of
Okay.
them. They just don't want to spend money and don't want to work.
Don't
you know
wanna
what I'm
work.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all right. So here's the next one. One viral moment guarantees long-term success.
Fiction. One viral,
You could be forgotten about.
You can mess that up.
They stopped
quick.
talking about Kobe after 6 days. I think everybody, even big people. So Yeah, if you think your one viral moment's gonna last, you know,
Right.
nothing lasts long with nobody because so much out there. It's on to the next.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
On to the next. On to the next.
All right. Here's the next one. Networking is just as important as talent.
Fact.
Right.
Yeah. You got a network.
Mm.
It's about who you know, like you said, relationships.
Right. Y'all met.
Mm.
Networking pretty much.
Yeah. Look.
The studio, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was trying to get the artist on the show at some point, but she was telling me I didn't think she wanted to come on the show. You know what I mean?
You talking about the artist that's in Miami now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, let me get her on the show. You know what I mean? Because we like to switch it up. You know what I mean? So, and we got rappers and DJs and
Yeah.
let me get someone that's really talking about the business side of it. You know what I mean? And like I said, everybody uses that word publicist loosely, and I wanted someone that really works in that field to come on here and really explain to the viewers what actually a publicist does.
Yeah.
And what it, entails, you know what I mean?
To get into that field, is that something you need like a degree for? Or like, can you get in, to publicity and stuff like that, being a publicist without like any of the
I'm
schooling,
almost sure
business degrees and stuff like that?
85% of the publicists in Atlanta do not have
Didn't
a
go to
degree.
school?
Right.
But I think, college is great, and, you just never know where you might land. But I definitely didn't go to school for it. I went to school for radio broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. You said that, right. And you switch it up. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
I took hold of the opportunity.
Right. So, look, before we wrap it up, what's one advice you would give to someone who's watching that's at home and they really want to get in this entertainment, whether it's an artist, whether it's an actor, whether it's a podcaster, a business owner, whatever.
Yeah.
What's one advice that you would give to them, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
before stepping out and really trying to build a career?
Absolutely.
Build something.
Have the mindset of long term if you really want to do this, and be consistent, even when it's hard, even when you feel like giving up or people are not in your corner.
Even when there's no money coming in, because I think that's kind of like a lot of people quit when they don't see that money coming in, or you have to know that the money's gonna come. I think that's what a lot of people they're not really looking at it like, okay, there ain't no money coming in, but they're not really doing.
You got to believe.
You got to believe
the money's going to come
and
in.
you got to believe. If you don't believe, then it's kind of like
And I think if you're only doing it for money, that may not be the way to go. I think there should be some sort of passion, desire, some sort of creativity inside.
Yeah, because we ain't making no money right now.
There's still a lot of pipe dreams out there, though.
No. But listen. But not to cut you off. But some people have donated. But the thing is that I believe in my team. I believe in him. I believe in that man behind the camera, and I believe in my clipper, and I believe in my editor, and most importantly, I believe in me. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it. You know what I mean? And
all you need is advertisers.
There you go. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we new to this. You know what I'm saying? So we're new to this space.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. And
definitely got to keep that in mind.
He's gonna stay on. Yeah. I mean,
I'm definitely getting you.
Yeah. Like we're working, and like I said, this is you'll make our what 24th episode?
Y'all been working.
25th. See, 25th episode.
25th episode.
25th episode. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, already?
We had some good moments.
Good.
And we had some good moments. And the thing is, I'm gonna give it out there. You know what I mean? I had to learn because you can't just tell me. You can't just put something. If you give me a book, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna read it. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna. You know what I mean? So I had to learn. How YouTube works.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people step into this, but they don't really know how YouTube works. A lot of people think it's all about views, it ain't about that retention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So how to learn the algorithm, how to learn how that works. Because when you're stepping in that space, you have to learn. You have to know the game. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when I learned it, I said, "Damn, we can make." You know what I mean? But to me, I also have a passion for it. I always wanted to help. I came from managing producers and consultant artists, so I always wanted to help people. So now this platform is a platform where we could, teach people and bring people on here that has a voice, but don't always be heard. Like a lot of people, they know. A lot of people don't know who you are.
Yeah,
they're going to get to know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people need a publicist. You know what I'm saying? So That's why I wanted you on the show. I could keep going on because you got that pineapple,
wait.
And now I'm on it, and I gotta go to work. But I'm good right now. She got me on. That shit is good. But once I get going, I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
But you made me think of something before you leave.
Okay, before we wrap it up.
Before you wrap it up, because when you said producers, remember I was talking to you about that.
Right.
I've been blessed to be able to have businesses in what I have passion for.
Right.
And music still is one.
Yeah.
We got the Pen Den. Shout out to the Pen Den
Okay.
for writers and producers to come together. We got a promotion right now.
That's dope.
For people to come and help us with some media stuff and get some, Invest Fest is coming
Yeah,
up. We got
okay.
tickets for that.
Okay.
And then I have a women's ministry, BeyondHerBeauty.com.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
So,
and so
dope.
with the women there, so
Right.
it's been great.
he's
And
on
then-
a lot.
Yeah, I
A
know.
lot. Right.
Yeah,
And I see you're vegan too, right?
sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Not
Whoa,
really.
whoa, whoa! Hold on now. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, here we go.
There ain't no sometimes. I mean, you either vegan,
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not.
so
Like
you're
some
more
chicken
like
today.
vegetarian. Because they got
Oh,
all
no.
these different ones, like pescatarian and vegetarian.
No,
and
I
vegan.
used to try to do like the raw vegan.
Okay.
Loving It Live, shout out Loving It Live. They're raw vegan, black owned, and then kind of vegan mixed with that.
And
But
what is raw vegan exactly?
it's not cooked like to a certain degree.
Like
I don't know
tuna
what it
and
is.
stuff.
I don't know about tuna. They don't do shellfish or fish. They don't do fish. I don't think.
So
but,
just lettuces
'Cause
and
you have-
leaves and stuff.
well, no, like you
Plants.
got cashew nut meat. You got
Oh yeah, that's right. They be
cashew.
using like
Yeah.
almonds
Different stuff.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
you're
it's
saying like
good.
using almond milk instead of real milk? like,
Yeah, no dairy.
no dairy at
Yeah.
all.
That's
Right.
good. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you look good. So I had to bring that up.
Trying.
So yeah, so I want to just thank you for taking your time. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to do this, and I really appreciate
Yeah, I learned a
it.
lot for sure.
Yeah, I learned a lot too.
Learned a lot
And
this
I'm pretty
episode.
sure the viewers are gonna love this episode.
Yay.
So before we go, let people know who are serious. Don't just be trying to just reach out to her and just ask her dumb questions. You watching the episode, serious. Where can they find you?
Yeah, everything is on our website, topsprfirm.com, and then our Instagram is Tops PR Firm. Everything is really TOPPS, two
Right.
P's,
Right.
topsprfirm.com.
Right.
Like the card?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
TOPPS. Got it.
So you hear it. If you serious, y'all hit her up. You know what I'm saying? So this is another episode of His Ear for Music. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and you can hate too. We need that. Like we said, our publicity is what?
Good
publicity.
Yeah.
So Miss Leslie Thompson, we want to thank you for joining His Ear for Music. This,
Yeah.
is,
Thank
this
you.
was a great one.
I appreciate
And
it.
thanks for getting this pineapple, man. Oh, thanks. That was good. Yeah. All right, man.
All
We
right.
out, man.
Right.
Yep.
Peace.
Yep.
Fuego, fuego.